Hello everyone, welcome to the video where I explain Evelyn and Astra. Before I start the video, if I haven't earned your subscription yet, it would show great support that you do, as it helps me keep going with the videos, as I put a lot of work and effort into translating and even theory crafting. And now without further ado, let's start.
3, 2, 1, go!
Evelyn is an attack agent that relies heavily on her extremely quick combos, which is ideal for her stun duration. Introducing another crit agent is what I actually liked, because her normal attacks and EX special is all connected to her core passive, especially when it's a fire agent. If we read her additional and core passive, we can see that she's very much versatile in my opinion. Each time you rope someone, you gain a level that enhances her EX special, and the amount of ropes levels you can gain are 2, and if we look into her additional passive, we can see her dealing more damage if she has above 80% crit rate. So in other words, you'll be dealing 50% extra damage on her EX special, and after reading Evelyn's entire kit and looking at it in depth, the goal is to focus on crit rate. Since her core passive increases the crit rate by 24%, she will be heavily focusing on attack, crit rate, and crit damage. And with these substats mentioned, Evelyn can deal more damage than usual. However, even with her being released like that, I honestly thought of her being super powerful in a stun rotation. And since there isn't really a great drive disc for her, I considered to use 3 2-piece on her, meaning she'll be using 2-piece Branch and Blade, 2-piece Inferno Metal, and 2-piece Hormone or Astral for the 10% attack. You could also use 4-piece Woodpecker with 2-piece Branch and Blade. Main reason why you don't want to go with her with Inferno Metal is because she'll be overcapping on crit rate. So instead, until they release a special set for her, I don't think it's worth using 4-piece Inferno Metal with her. Since a lot of people like comparing, Soldier 11 doesn't really stand close to how fast Evelyn is. Because of how fast she is, you'll notice the difference between the two agents. The difference here is Soldier 11 needs precise timing with her normal attacks, while with Evelyn, you're capable of dealing damage with her without really fixating over the timing of your normal attacks. So of course, while playing Evelyn, you'll feel way more smoother with her and feel like you're going to dish out more damage and way faster than Soldier 11. And before we go into the next chapter of the video, the W-Engines that are great for her are going to be Gilded Blossom, Cannon Rotor, and the new Event W-Engine. If you have Nekomatta's W-Engine, you're good to go honestly, but preferably you want something that gives her a buff on the passive. So even if you use Street Superstar with Koleida in the squad, you'll be gaining more value on it. And now finally, let me explain the combo for her so we don't get lost in the chapter. With Evelyn, you're going to do her EX special into NA345, that way you gain a rope level 1, another EX into 345, and you'll gain a level 2 rope. Remember, you're with Astra here, so you won't struggle much. After level 2 rope, you'll deal a massive damage on her EX and then into an ult, which will deal massive damage as well. Before we go through the calculations, let me explain Astra for you real quickly.
Go!
Astra is a support agent that provides you with no damage whatsoever, and provides your character that enters through quick assist to gain 1500 attack, and on top of that, she provides 30% damage bonus and gives herself 40% damage decrease. Her main source of damage is through quick assist, so majority of the time you'll see big numbers on your screen through quick assist. The buffs are massive from one support, compared to the previous supports that have so much more interaction with the squad. She can easily be considered as the #1 support in the game at the moment. The core passive and the additional ability is much more versatile than any other agent we've seen so far that is support, and she feels like a welcoming agent compared to the others. Furthermore, her rotation with Lighter is quite simple. Just with at least testing with Evelyn for now, she's very much providing so much buffs that, to be honest, even if many people consider to use her on other squads, she'll be providing way more to other agents that I feel like she'll be a must pull for any playstyle. Let it be an anomaly agent or an attack type agent. They'll all gain way more benefits than just using, for example, Lucy or Sukaku Aku, and even Nicole at this point. Much like Robin from HSR, she becomes immune to damage and considered off-field when she uses her ultimate, buffing you massively and healing you for 2950, and that is for the whole squad. And obviously she'll switch to Note's attack while being off-field, quote unquote, so the chances of getting at least one corruption from her is very likely. But nonetheless, now we got the explanation out of the way, her build is quite simple. 4-piece Astral Voice with 2-piece Swing Jazz is the way. Since you want to use quick assist more frequently, the core passive will trigger more frequently as well, and even provide you with 1500 flat attack. Just looking at her, it's simple to say she's not terrible. As a matter of fact, a really must-pull agent for anyone that is looking to play anything in the game at this point. Moving on, her W-Engines are simple. If you want to go for her W-Engine, that also gives her 5 decibel points for every 5 seconds. She also gives 15% damage bonus, which stacks up twice, meaning you'll end up with 30% damage bonus. You can use her with Slice of Time or Kaboom the Cannon, and in case you'll play her with G1, you can use her with Unfettered Game Ball. With Evelyn, Astra and Lighter in the same squad, Evelyn has reached 6.5 million DPR. This includes the fact that I included W-Engine from Astra, Lighter, and even Evelyn. The idea and the rotation here is once you use Lighter and Astra on the squad, and even Evelyn constantly switching from time to time, you'll be doing quick assists majority of the time. So this helps building up Astra's passive and helping Lighter build up the morale. By the time the enemy is stunned, you can use Astra's combo as mentioned earlier in the video. EX into 345, into EX, into 345 again, and then use her level 2 EX special and then ult. And keep in mind, each time you do these EX specials, Evelyn will deal a level 1 EX special damage at the end of the combo. So pretty great in my opinion. Hey everyone, just wanted to add a small note. Nicole's W-Engine can work perfectly with Astra, so in case you don't want to pull for her W-Engine, it'll work out way better than Slice of Time and Kaboom the Cannon. And the results are here. Compared to Astra's main W-Engine, the Vault is keeping up pretty well actually. 6.5, almost 6.6 million DPR versus 6.4 million DPR. It's pretty great. You can however use it 3 times in case the enemy is stunned still. You can squeeze that one last rotation or even combo, but I can't say how valid it will be as I don't have access to her, unless Evelyn runs out of energy as well. Moving on, this team was dealing 5.89 million DPR with 3 2-piece set. However, with 4-piece Woodpecker, you'll be gaining 6 million, almost 6.1 million DPR. Again, it's great honestly, and it's going to be adding more value to her rotation and damage. Since you'll majority of the time be critting with 4-piece Woodpecker, it will be a really good choice, especially since you'll be hitting that or even landing on the 85% crit rate threshold. But until they release that new set, that's what we have for now. As for the other squads, I've tried testing with Evelyn, Koleida, and Lucy. The damage she reached was 3.4 million DPR. The idea here is that you're going to make sure that Koleida is stunning. Through that stun window, you'll be going through your support, and then at the end, you'll be using Evelyn. That way, you'll be gaining 70% damage bonus on chain. This also includes the fact both Koleida and Lucy were using their main W-Engines, while with Nicole in the team damage reached 3.2 million DPR. The same rotation as before. I just want to mention this real quick. I don't know who encouraged using Koleida, but I used it as an example to show how much worse she'd be compared to Lighter's massive buffs. And lastly, I've tried making the team with Koleida and Astra. The team jumped to 4.1 million DPR. This team would be way more playable than the previous variants. Overall, I think you'd like to have Astra in the squad along with Lighter to provide you with more buffs and value, and at the same time a 15% debuff on the enemy's fire resistance. Overall, the team is looking great, and in case you haven't pulled Lighter, then that's the only variant I see working for now. Overall, I've tested a small portion of the agent's value, and to be honest, I don't think I can explain more than that since I need some more time to test every agent we have and even think of ways, but for now, this is what I can provide. My thoughts are going to be really simple here. If you're really considering to get Evelyn, she's a great agent, and honestly speaking, not going to be very a bad choice in my opinion. However, if you're looking for a damage boost, I think Astra is the way to go, because to be honest, a universal support that helps both anomaly and even attack agents with massive buffs, I think she's going to be without a doubt an agent that everyone should get. And in case you're wondering if G1 gained buffs, I honestly haven't tested that much, but looking at her kit, I think she's already replacing Nicole in the last slot, although some sort of grouping issues might occur. And on top of that, I honestly feel like Evelyn will get buffed because she feels like she's stuck with Astra and lighter only comps at the moment. Her damage isn't bad and I actually like her. I've made a lot of comments wanting to get her. I'll be making a new video on Astra again, testing her with other agents like Miyabi and Yanagi teams and such. So until then, we have reached the end. Thank you for sticking this long and hopefully I've earned your subscription today. If I didn't, let me know in the comment section below if you feel anything was missing in this video. See you in the next one.